rewards have come and passed. This freeloading is why I'm last. Wake me up when the grinding ends. Hey everyone, that MLG intro you just saw was the one I mentioned numerous times that was shelved for almost 2 months, so I hope that was worth the long wait, cause finding a clan to leech huge rewards off of took me way too long. Thankfully 3 times is a charm, so at last, here are the chest 9 rewards, which come with some fancy profile skins along with a boatload of medallions, all thanks to the dozens of people who purchased a war amplifier. I'm sure everyone in clan is happy with an extra 3.5 million medallions. Anyways, here's how the chest 9 profile skin looks like, a nice fiery frame to go along with the dark red background. I certainly prefer this one over the chest 8 skin I just picked up last week from my clan. Unfortunately there is no chest 10 to show you since it was out of reach for this clan. 3 million keys is really hard to come by unless all 50 members uphold their promise. I'll be the last to complain about missing out though since I didn't do jack shit, so instead of whining about not getting free shit, let me give a quick thanks to Reb from the Underground clan for getting me some of that free shit in the first place. If you don't recall my misfortune of previous failed attempts to nab the new profile skins, let me give you a quick rundown. It's late May and Marwan, the greatest player in Bloons TD Battles, decides to create a clan to aim for chest 10, which should be easy to obtain seeing as he can probably pull half of the weight by himself. However, the day before the real grind week was supposed to start, he deleted the clan and it was never talked about ever again, except for right now. Then attempt number 2 was with the clan Star Legends, which was also aiming for chest 10 with me writing the tails at the bottom of the key charts. Then lightning struck a second time cause on the final 24 hours of the grind week, the clan got deleted as a result of someone accessing the clan leader's account and doing very mean and bad things. Now I probably could have just asked Ninja Kiwi for compensation seeing as they are quite a lenient bunch, but nah, I just decided to wait it out another couple of weeks, plus the MLG intro would feel kind of awkward if I were to obtain the prizes through that way. Now that I've said everything I needed to regarding clans, let's continue with the video as usual. Since I didn't grind or record any of the few games I played last week, I don't have any footage to show you from that, so I just hopped into some Moab Pit games not too long ago to grab some footage. However, getting a matchup was quite the pain in the ass, because here's the situation. Generally for Ninja Kiwi patch updates, Steam, Android and Apple platforms I'll get the update at around the same time, but those aren't the only 3 platforms you can play battles on. There's another one and it's called the Windows Store, and it's what I use to play my really good prayer account on, which is currently the only account I use to play quick battles with. Gameplay-wise, it works pretty much identical to the Steam version. The only difference is that getting updates to new patches takes longer than a chicken to cross the road, and that is no exception to patch 4.5. In fact, it's taking even longer than usual this time. Normally one would expect the update to arrive around 1 to 2 days later than all the other platforms, but it's been 2.5 days and still nothing. So with all that said, why does this matter so much and why does it make it a pain in the ass to find a game as I mentioned earlier? Well, the way matchmaking works when trying to pair up 2 people with different updates installed is simply it doesn't. If the version you're playing battles on is 4.4, you'll only be able to play against people who are also on 4.4, same thing for patch 4.5 and so on. What this means in my case is that because I assume 99% of players have already upgraded to 4.5, I'm left with just the 1% of players that I can be matched up with, and thus it leads to extremely long queue times, especially when I'm playing on the highest arena. And this also leads to slightly easier opponents, I may just be completely wrong on this cause of the extremely low sample size, but it seems like all the good players have already migrated from 4.4. So yeah, this match is what you end up with when you have an outdated version, a fairly subpar opponent according to his stats, but we know better than to judge a book by its cover. Thankfully it doesn't take much page flipping to realize that we are in fact correct. Hopefully he's not watching and listening to this right now, but if he is, I apologize if I'm hurting your feelings. I'm just trying to get the point across that there are some things you can do to play better, and it's okay to suck at the game cause I suck too. Alright, since we have a couple of minutes to spare, I suppose I'll just commentate over the match like I used to do for a short while a couple of months ago. Right now I've got an absolutely disgusting farm lead and it isn't even funny. 3 fully upgraded banana factories versus 3 measly banana republics. It feels kind of bad to be doing this to him, but he was the one that allowed me to go so far out of control on farms in the first place. And the map 2 patch is pretty much guaranteed late game if both players play it properly. Hell, even if you make mistakes here and there, you've still got a lot of leeway. I guess Mr. Clash Gamer is kind of waving the white flag at this point with this last-ditch effort rush, but with all that money flowing in from my side, it isn't gonna be close. I did sell the factory, though just for good measures, and a boost too. Can't take any chances when you've pretty much got it in the bag. And now it's time to finish him, and understanding the situation, Clash waves the literal white flag on his game. Sorry that wasn't too exciting of a game, but that's the most I can make out of the current situation regarding the matchmaking. So this second game you might be thinking, hey ISAB, I thought you said the players wouldn't be very good but this opponent's stats say otherwise. And that's entirely true that the stats are good, but what you probably don't know is that is a fake account, or in proper terms a duplicated account. That means the wins, losses, skins, badges, none of that was earned by the player on this account. He just got the account as a result of someone mass spreading how to duplicate a save. So indeed, do not judge a book by its cover fully applies here. We won't know how good he is until the game actually is underway, which it is right now. So I kinda went full YOLO on this snowy castle match with boomerang, boat and mortar, with a lucky 4th tower in the banana farm. I have no idea what the most optimal strategy is on this map. If you're wondering why the random combination of towers, in fact it's probably been at least 2 months since the last time I had to try hard on classic mode on Snowy Castle. Before I start talking about what's going on gameplay-wise in the match, I'm gonna bring back the lame jokes segment for a quick moment cause I have a nice empty joke to tell you. What's worse than finding a worm in your apple? Jake Paul existing on this planet. Please clap and press the like button to show your appreciation for the brilliance of my lame jokes. Returning to scheduled programming, not much is going on at the moment. Both sides look pretty even, but I have no idea how high his eco is at this point, and I'm too lazy to open up Battles TV to check. I would like to assume mine is higher though, especially with the extra plantation in the middle. So here I tried the ever so sneaky ceramic plus layer with Pink's Rush in an attempt to get some lives off of him, which I successfully did, but 75 is all I'll be getting out of it. No extra boost or anything, but at least I spooked him and that's all that matters. And seeing that he has his nuclear subway up at the front of the track, I reckon Moabs and ceramics will do a ton of damage to him unless he does something about it. He gets up a cannon and boosts and it looks like he dies, but ping differences man, I guess they say otherwise. The follow-up rush by me is also unsuccessful. With a 4-2 cannon he's pretty much rock solid against most Bloons. But you know what he sorely lacks? BFB popping power. I'll be damned if he can actually defend this final all-in. Spoiler alert, he won't. Anyways, I would like to end the video here. Thanks for tuning in yet again. I had to make this one closer to 10 minutes cause the cost of weed in my area just shot up 200% in the past month, so I gotta find some place to cover up that extra dough, you know what I mean. If that was understandable, have a nice day.